Morning. Hope everybody has their coffee, tea, whatever you drink first thing in the morning. Guess what? I didn't silence my phone. Hold on. Okay, now we won't be interrupted as easily. Yeah, hope you got your coffee or tea or whatever, and that you need to get your day rocking and everything. It is a Friday morning, and I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, and I laid in bed, and I was just like, I should get up. I didn't get up. Instead, I went back to sleep, and then my 5:30 alarm went off like it does every single morning. And then I got up and meditated and did my normal morning processes and all that good stuff. But I was thinking around 6 o'clock, I was like, I used to do conscious coffee at 6 a.m. every single day. That's what kind of got started years back when I first started this whole conversation. And I went, no, that's crazy. I'm not doing that on a Friday. I will wait just a smidgen. And here I am, 7 o'clock, and decided to do conscious coffee. And I was thinking about what my topic of today is. If you follow my blog, my Naked Musings and Conscious Coffee, you kind of notice that there's always a theme in the day. So they normally correlate in some fashion or form. And today I was just thinking about the resistance that we put into our lives. Yesterday I was talking to a beautiful woman hey, morning, Richard. I was talking to a beautiful woman that I just love and adore. And we were talking about, just the different things that occur in our world and our life, right? And I mean our world personally, not the world in general that we all share, but the world that we have for ourselves. And we were talking about different things going on in her world. And I made a statement to her because she had told me, I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. I'm fatigued. I'm wiped out. I have no energy. I have nothing left to give, was the basic gist of her message to me. So I just have nothing left to give. And as we worked through different things, at one point I looked at her and I said, do you understand why you have nothing to give? And she just, gave me this look. And I just told her, I was like, it's because of your resistance to leveling up your life, your resistance to transformation, your resistance to your truth, your core truth. And when we resist our truth, our core, resist a need to level up, right? And when we say, I want to level up my life, I want that fuck yes life, I want this, I want that, we don't really understand that what that means is that we have to change who we are. We want change without us having to change. We want that transformation. We want that leveled up life. We want all the good shit that we want without having to change who we are. The things how we think, how we feel, how we perceive our world and life. But that's just not possible. In order for us to have the lives that we desire, to have our dreams come true, it requires us to level up our beings, which means that we have to start to perceive things differently. We have to view life differently. We have to take responsibility for the thoughts that we're thinking, the feelings that we're having, thus the actions that we put out. But when we resist things, well, that resistance creates anxiety, creates depression, creates anger, creates doubt, and it creates fatigue. Massive, massive fatigue. It creates different health issues. So it's really important to realize that when we are in our physical experience consciously, that consciousness is to pay attention to what our physical body is actually telling us. I received a message from somebody the other day talking about how it could have been easier. It would have been easier if this had happened. It would have been easier if this person had done this. It would have been easier if that scenario hadn't happened. It would have been easier if this scenario, the way I wanted, the way I was trying to force, would have happened this way. I would be happier. I would be more balanced. I would be all these different things. And then this whole process would have been easier if life, if these outside sources would have reacted the way I wanted them to. And what does that statement right there say? And that's actually what my blog's going to be on, is it would have been easier, right? So it's that statement right there is a statement of resistance to responsibility of self. It is a statement of resistance to the flow of life. It is a statement of resistance to having that leveled up dream come true, because that statement's going, well, I wanted change, I wanted growth, I wanted what I wanted, but I'm resisting what I wanted, and I wanted it to happen through this keyhole. This is how I wanted it to go, just through this keyhole. I'm not going to open up the opportunity for God universe to bring me my desired results, my desired life, through whatever means the universe or God chooses. No, I'm going to try to channel, try to handcuff, and that's what's going on there. I'm trying to handcuff God. I'm trying to handcuff the universe to bring it to me just like this. Well, when we do that in any fashion, in any subject area of our life, and we go, this is what I want, but it must be delivered like this. And then we think, oh, it would have been easier had it been that way, because we want it to go that way, and then we resist it, and then we get fatigued, and then we get angry, and then we get bitter, and then we get sad, and then we have anxiety, and then we start to feel lost, and we get all up in here. And then what happens? The blame game happens, and we start to point outward at everything else, and we're blind to our responsibility. We are blind to our control of the situation because we feel like we're not in control of it, when in truth we are in 100% control of it in that moment. And all we have to do, and here's the big nasty word that scares us all, hey, morning Dawn, morning Tara, is surrender. We have to surrender. And that surrender is putting down arms, of resistance, putting down the need to have things manifest in just such and such a way. So yeah, it could have been easier. It always can be easier. But the answer to the easier is let go of the resistance. Surrender to the flow of your life. Surrender to the beauty of how things are being delivered, because the universe will always bring us exactly what we need in the easiest way for us to handle it, as long as we don't put up barricades and prevent it. We create our own work. We make it hard because our subconscious programs tell us that we can't have things without hard work. We can't have easy shifts. Transformation has to be difficult. To have this or that, we must get in there and really work hard. We must pay the price. We're told that the world does not cooperate. That doesn't work like that. When the truth of the matter is that the world is extremely cooperative. It will lay down and give you anything that you want with great speed when you understand that you have to shift that paradigm. Okay, so you have to shift your understanding around it. I know that I used to spend, when I was in my 20s, oh my gosh, I really truly believed that in the story of must pay the price. This is going to build the story down the road. I'm going to be able to talk about this and, my pain and my suffering here right now. It's here right now so that I can relate, so that I can empathize, so that I can have compassion. And yes, once we build our stories There is a lot of patience that gets built. There's a lot of hopefully compassion and empathy that gets built. We can relate better. But we don't have to build those stories to achieve our goals. We can just get our goals. We don't have to go through all that suffering. So I spent my 20s dead fucking broke, in a relationship that served its purpose for sure, but was not based in complete, total heart entwinement and deep, unconditional love. It was based in need. It was based in fear. I had massive resistance to my spiritual gifts. I had massive resistance to being, balanced in life in any fashion. I believed that I was supposed to struggle financially. I believed that, that all that hard work and really getting in there and grinding it out, a little elbow grease, right? I believed that elbow grease was the way, that would get me where I wanted. And that belief structure in business and in relationship and even in my health wiped my energy out. It created all this resistance in my body, which created dis-ease in my body. And it took me until I was about 30, 31 years old to start to really completely understand and realize what not what the world, not what my children, not what my husband, not what my friends, not what my business, not what government or society was doing to me. Nobody was doing anything to me. I was choosing to resist my natural flow. I was choosing that it needed to be difficult. It needed to be hard. I was choosing to remain blocked and not level up. And then I hit my early 30s and decided, hey, morning, Michael. And just decided in my early 30s that I needed to stop giving a fuck. I was giving way too many to too many people about too many things that didn't matter. And I decided that I just needed to stop that. I just needed to stop it. And so I did. I came into my early 30s and I made a commitment to myself that I was going to do the things that I wanted to do. And I was going to push my own boundaries, and that was my work, was to push my boundaries and learn who I was. And so that's what I spent the next 4 or 5 years doing. I did a deep spiritual dive. I learned massive, massive things about my ego. I learned a whole bunch of stuff about psychologically about myself, physically about myself, sexually about myself. I dedicated about 5, maybe even 6 years to just doing that. And in that process, I built a phenomenal business because that was also part of me. And from that, I bounce back and forth and I get forgetful and really think sometimes, oh, I need to do the hard work. Oh, if I don't do this, then it's not going to work. And I watch things kind of start to get stuck, constipated, where my world will get constipated. And my world gets constipated when I start to fall prey to the program that we all have running of no pain, no gain. One must work hard to succeed. And I just want you guys to know that, as we move into 2021, a new year, and so many people are looking at 2021 with great hope and a desire to make it different and to take back their lives, take back control of their physical well-being, their financial well-being, their relationship well-being, their spiritual well-being, and just kind of start to push this cloud that we have upon us, as so many feel, away. Well, as long as you're focused on the cloud's going to remain. Okay, that's number one key right there. As long as you're focused on that cloud, then the cloud will remain. As long as you're focused on the problem, then you are in the problem. And you will never solve your problem from an energetic level, a mental level, an emotional level of the problem. You have to elevate past it and remove yourself from it to be able to see the actions that you need to take to be able to feel differently about it. And then the next thing is realize that all that stuff that you're counting as problems, that you're counting as like, why is this happening? Why did my work do this? Why did my partner, my lover do this? Why is my friend acting like that? Why is my kid acting like this? Why is this rising up in my health? Why? And you're looking at all this resistance in your life, that constipation in your life, and you're looking at it, and then what? You're looking at it, and what you're not realizing is the simple fact of that's all stemming from my internal world. My external experience stems from my internal programs and witnessing perception. Okay? So, what can you do about it? Well, hydrate. Clean that shit out. Clean it out. And let yourself surrender to your flow. Start to look at spiritual constipation. I know I'm going to write an article called Spiritual Constipation. So no stealing that, Addison. Thank you. I was thinking the same thing. I'm calling it out right now. She writes every day too. So we gotta fight over article titles sometimes. No. The ticket is to realize that you have to surrender. Okay? You have to surrender to leveling up. You have to surrender to letting go of those programs. You have to surrender to the possible idea, truth, that you are creating that resistance by your perception, by the thoughts that you are thinking. And that if you want your reality to shift, you want to level up, then you're going, well, it could have been easier. It could have been easier if my boss would have done this. It could have been easier if my kids would have reacted like that. It could have been easier if this president was in, if COVID didn't happen. It could have been easier. Yeah. Well, it could have been easier if you didn't resist your truth, your core, your happiness so damn much. And start to look at those areas that good shit's going down, right? You always have something that's good, even in the midst of some of the worst crap out there. Let me tell you, I get it. You know, we all got shit going on. We all have heartaches. We all have stress. We all have anxiety out there. We all have things that we are out of control with and that we cannot do anything about. It makes us feel helpless or lost. Nobody escapes that. But our viewpoint on that kind of stuff, and whether we let it get us stuck or not, now that we can control. I know that with all the stuff that I have going on in my world and in my family and in my personal life, that I could so easily get spiritually constipated. And that I have had moments where I kind of feel the tension in my gut. And then I realize, wow, I'm blocking myself. So I ask you, where are you blocking yourself? Pay attention today, tomorrow, this weekend, to where am I blocking myself? Where am I thinking that if this would have happened, if that would have happened, then my life would have been easier. This decision would have been easier. I would have been able to level up easier. I would have come into this easier. I would have come into that easier. My choices would have been easier. Where are you still pointing outward and blaming everybody else for how you're feeling and the choices that you're making? Where are you not surrendering to leveling up and stepping into who you are? Because that's the ticket. That's the key. And realize that, hey buddies, boys are awake. Realize that if you try to fit that leveling up process through that little itty bitty keyhole, that you're handcuffing the universe, you're handcuffing God, and that's never going to work out for you. Trying to force your will when you have so much out there that is trying to come to you. Okay? It's kind of like you have this dam of blessings, right? This whole lake of blessings, and it's dammed up, and then you go out there with a little itty bitty funnel, and you put it right there, and then you're like, give me the blessings. And then you're looking at what's trickling through, and you're like, oh, why do I get so little? Why is it such a stress? Why is it such a mess? I want all of that, but here you are, trying to get all of those blessings to funnel through this teeny tiny space, because that's how you want to dictate it, because you want to be in what we believe is the control of it, right? And what we don't understand, that is our resistance. And then it makes us feel like shit. It kills us. It fatigues us. So throw the funnel away, crack open the dam, stop resisting, start enjoying, and know that you're worthy of it. You are worthy of it. And you're worthy of it coming in a beautiful, soft, easy way, and quickly. Because one thing that you're going to hear from me over and over and over again, because I've been reminded of it over the last few months big time, is that the universe loves speed. Instant manifestation is a thing. It can happen. It can happen quickly, but it requires us. Ooh, that's beautiful.
It's out there, look.
They are showing me pictures of, hope you can't see it, pictures of the sunrise. They went and took a picture. Go get on the boat and take a picture of it.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it'll be a really pretty picture. Go climb up on the boat.
Catches.
You can get a picture of the sunrise up there. Go all the way to the top.
No, it catches on camera.
That's okay. Go. So yeah, so know that you are worthy of that beautiful life, that you can manifest it in ease and speed. It just takes you to surrender and let go of that resistance. All right, guys. I will catch you tomorrow with another conscious coffee. Who knows what time? I don't know if it'll be this time or not. Maybe, maybe not. I love you guys. And just remember, stop existing, start living. And I will catch you tomorrow. Make sure to catch the blog that comes out later today. It will be titled, if you go to my website, www.kendalwilliams.com, you will see it on there later. And the title of it will be, It Could Have Been Easier. That is my blog title for today. I'm calling it out. Hey, Ro, say hi.
Hi. Shut up.
Hi, wow. All right. That's not nice.
Shut
That's
up.
his new favorite word, by the way. Gotta love 5-year-olds. All about
shut up.
Shut up. Yep, that's what we say.
Shut up.
And we don't like those words.
Shut up. Shut up.
Mommy
shut
doesn't
up,
like those words.
Up.
Okay, guys.
Shut
Love
up.
you guys.
Shut up.